Everybody, Dr. Laura Dabney here, talking about parenting this month of October and how to do it right, especially to help your child who is out of control. All with the caveat that you're not going to lose control either. I actually had a patient recently tell me that good parenting is somewhere between saying, don't do that, and oh, what the hell. And that is actually very accurate. So if you can remember it that way, kudos to you. What does that mean? So we were talking about the different styles of parenting. We talked about that in the first video, and I've been unraveling that for you as we've gone along here this month. So we want to find the spot where the child feels you care and have some knowledge and interest, and also that you are willing to let them have a say or a role in their problems. Okay? Knowing that you can't control your child, especially as they get older and older and older, and you don't want to because they have developing minds and want them to develop this sense of when something's wrong and what to do about it. Okay, the key is that you can only control you. You can only control you. So you authoritarian parents out there, stop worrying about controlling your child. It's not possible. Believe me when I tell you it's not possible and not necessary. You don't have to be afraid of losing them if you step back. They'll respect you more for it and more likely come forward to join you as peers, which is what they become when they get older. Permissive parents, you don't have to worry about not being their friend or them not liking you. The much more important role is that you are able to spot when they're off course and help them get back on course. They'll grow to like you in the long run and, of course, love you for doing that. All right. So again, what is the out of control behavior we're talking about this week? It is the anxious child. That's the third most common out of control problem that parents who are here tell me about. We talked about the other two problems in the last two videos. The anxious child is out of control, right? They feel they can't do something. You know they can. Somewhere along the line, they feel they can't. So that's your clue to step in. We talked about the first clue being step in that you have a emotion that's not working for you, right? Your child disrespects you. That's a clue. If something's wrong, you feel hurt, angry, upset about something your child's doing, that's a clue. It's time to step in. Then we talked about your child having some emotions that are not, that are prolonged. Everybody has emotions, but prolonged negative emotions, that's a clue to step in. This video, we're talking about your child's not developing as they should. Just like with their infants, those milestones, social milestones, work milestones, they should be able to start doing their homework by themselves. They should be able to have an active social life with some close friends. They should be able to be balancing all of these fairly well as they get older. If you see your child fall behind in any of those areas, it's time to step in. And the anxious child is often one of those who gets left behind. I see this mostly with social situations, so we'll talk about that. They're too anxious to go out and do the normal socializing that preteens or teens do. So again, stepping in doesn't mean taking over, and stepping in doesn't mean giving them a pass. Stepping in means bringing them to the table, telling them you are concerned. I am concerned about your inability to have a normal, active social life. And I'd like to hear your viewpoint on that. Always starting with what is their viewpoint? What do they think? Right? You want them to start thinking. They've got these developing brains and they need to work. So exercise them. You telling them what to do isn't going to exercise their brain, and you stepping back isn't going to exercise their brain. Why do you think this is happening? What do you think it's about? It's not about the answers. It's not about having the right answers or what you think are the right answers. It's just about getting them used to this thinking things through. Because when you're not around, you want them to be able to do that. Okay, the key is to tell them your concern, what is their viewpoint, and then invite them into a discussion about how to fix it. I always recommend also going back and talking about whether it was fixed or not. Think of the self-esteem this child has if they joined you in a plan, carried out the plan, and then you tell them, oh, I'm really pleased with your development and your ability to socialize more. Good for you. That's where they get the self-esteem, not from obeying your orders or by liking you so much for not stepping in. They get self-esteem from facing a problem, figuring it out, and solving it. So don't rob your child of that, you authoritarian and permissive parents. That's what you're doing. You're robbing them of their self-esteem by figuring it out. You can do it with them. Plus, it's a bonding experience for you. Okay? So that's my parenting style in a nutshell and what is best for your child. Any questions, any concerns, you can always call me at 757-340-8800. Take care.